Hey everybody, it's September 10th, and James Earl Jones passed away. We haven't seen much about him yet. I'm sure everybody will. I'm just thinking, man, they didn't want him to die. They just wanted to suck every last word out of his lungs that he could say as Darth Vader. So, man. But he'll always be Thulsa Doom to me. Okay, I'm going to review a movie that I've had for a long time that I've never actually sat down and watched. I'd put it on and I was like, this is kind of cool. But a couple of people have been posting, uh, not all at once, but every once in a while, every couple of months, someone will post something about Trampa Infernal, Hell's Trap. But I just keep calling it Trampa Infernal. Uh, it says Pedro Fernandez stars in this backwoods slasher as a teen who never backs down. When he is dared to hunt a man-eating bear deep in the forest, he is met with a masked psychopath Vietnam veteran who decides to hunt them back. And I also have this Crypt of Terror collection that also has Trampa Infernal, Hell's Trap. It also has Vacation of Terror 1 and 2, Don't Panic, Cemetery of Terror, and Grave Robbers. So I've had this for a while, and then I was like, let me watch Hell's Trap because, you know, it keeps coming up, and it's almost like a, well, not a resurgence, but it just seems like it's getting more notice. So anyway, this is really good. I thought it was really good for what it is. Like a Mexican horror. Like when I think of Mexican horror, it's kind of all over the place. You know, automatically Kronos. But then also, I'm gonna throw Spanish horror in there, but there's a big difference between those two. The Mexican horror, Alucarda, uh, Satanic Pandem. I have a Satanico Pandemonium. Of course, the El Santo movies. I guess you could throw those in there. But yeah, it's kind of all over the place. You don't really think of Mexican horror, but yeah, Hell's Trap. So these teenagers, they're young people, 7 of them. They go into the woods because these reports of people being killed by a bear, and these two guys, Nacho and Maurizio, they're like rivals. And it starts out with them playing like a pew pew, like a paintball. They're stalking each other, and Nacho, which I always thought that was a dumb name, but it's now I think about it, it's a cool name. I mean, when you hear someone called Nacho, what do you think of? So Nacho is like he's the main good guy, but he's like always beating Maurizio. Then Maurizio challenges him. He's like, well, let's go see who can kill that bear. So they take all their friends. One thing I noticed that all the Mexican people in this is a small cast, they're all like really light skinned. There's only one dark skinned Mexican in this small cast, Charlie, who's a fat Mexican, and he's not even as dark as I am. I don't think. But yeah, I just forget that there are white people in Mexico. There's a lot of them, and they put them in movies. And yeah, they got blonde hair. The main girl, I can't remember her name. She almost could. You could put her in like a American sitcom, and if she could speak English, you would never think she's Mexican. So anyway, they're in the forest, and it does start kind of slow, but once you get to the killer, Jesse, he's got his mask. It's like looks like a mannequin, but then it has long hair. He has the Freddy claws, but his are like serrated. But he uses traps, other weapons. It's not super gory. It is bloody and violent, but there's no decapitations or like gut ripping or like limb tearing. Um, castration or anything like that. You know, it's not too crazy, but there is some good kills. Or I mean, there's killing. It's bloody. Some traps, and then yeah, it's just like a fight. Once he reveals himself, you know, he stalks them one by one. You know, he leads them away. You get to make the others vulnerable, and it's just and it just feels different. It just has a whole other vibe, atmosphere that even I'm still not used to. Like I said, Mexican horror movies are kind of all over the place. So this is more like an American, like what the director Paul Galindo or Pedro doesn't say. I mean, Pedro Galindo the third. Seems like he's trying to make a Halloween more, but also more like a Friday the 13th. But I read a couple of reviews. Not even that many reviews on IMDb. Someone compared it to The Final Terror, which is a good comparison. But yeah, if you like any of those movies and you haven't, and you're looking for, you know, you're always on the hunt for something new, check out Hell's Trap. It's on YouTube. It's got subtitles. I think the quality is better than like this one. This is a burnt bootleg copy. I need to check out my other this one, see if it's better. So yeah, now I'm on like a Mexican horror movie renaissance right now, because I watched Grave Robbers, which I'll review tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, and then also Hell's Trap. It's only an hour and 16 minutes, so it breezes by. Just keeps going to the very end. It's not a spoiler, but you do get to see what he looks like without the mask. So that was cool. He doesn't talk though, but he's like on the hunt, and I would give it a. Well, I want to give it a 4, but it's just not. I guess just only like the body count and gore and blood. It's the only thing keeping it, you know, from giving it a 4, because it is, you know, again, it's not the best. It's not like, you know, it's not like The Hunted or like or The Hunt, which I really liked. I thought that was really good. Or the hunting movies, or yeah, like Hunter's Blood. Yeah, Hunter's Blood is really good. So it's not quite, it's not great, but it's really good. I'll watch it again, definitely. And yeah, you should give it a chance. Hell's Trap. Well, yeah, you could show you what it looks like right there. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do Grave Robbers and find some more Mexican horror for you, and I'll see you then.